Hi, hello, and welcome to another RuPaul's Drag Race, but Make It Pedestrian. We are on to episode 8 now, and there wasn't really a runway category, but the overall theme was lip sync assassin, because it was the LaLaPaRuza lip sync for your life, Game of Thrones, Hunger Games, all of it. Let's get into it. Start by taking the Skin Set Primer from the lip bar, because it's really smoothing. Focus that in my forehead, my tops of my cheeks right here where my pores are large, as well as on my chin as well. I'm going to use the Fit Glow Beauty Foundation. I'm in the shade F1. So this week we're all lip sync all the time, and they have the lovely Bruno with like a bingo roller with each of the girls' names on a ball, and that's how they decide the order. And Malaysia's name is drawn first, which means she gets to pick who she wants to lip sync against, and she chooses Marsha, which we all know. Okay, we know that she chose her because she thought she would be an easy beat. Like, if you're playing the game, you're gonna pick somebody who you think you can beat, because this time, if you win your lip sync, you get to go back in the workroom and just chill out and watch everybody else. If you lose your lip sync, you have to keep lip syncing either until you win or until you're ultimately sent home. Malaysia picks Marsha, because she's somebody who we haven't seen lip sync as of yet in the competition. And Marsha chose Boys Don't Cry, and she absolutely killed it. Surprise of the century, she's pulling out tricks, doing flips. And I really enjoyed seeing this side of Marsha cubed. Like, truly, she needs to bring this energy for the rest of the competition. As much as her drag persona is all based on like Marsha Brady, I much preferred this Marsha. She did win the lip sync. She beat Malaysia. Hopefully that gave her some confidence so she can continue through the rest of the season with a little pep in her step, little oomph, if you will, because it was so good to see. That foundation is so gorgeous. For concealer, I'm going to use the DreamLit Glow by PACIFICA. I'm in the shade 11. Next up, the Fickle Hands of Fate chose Lucy's ball. Lucy did exactly what everybody thought she would do and chose Spice. We all saw Sugar and Spice's lip sync and how crazy that was, so she's gotta know I'm gonna win this easy peasy. Spice chooses Do You Wanna Touch Me by Joan Jett. She was dressed in flames. I mean, she looked the rock and roll part, but Lord help her, she does not know what to do with her body on that stage. You can very much tell that she's a TikTok queen. A 30-second edited TikTok is a lot different from like a 3-minute entire song. And I don't know what was up with Lucy. She could do so much better than she did. It's almost like she didn't put all her effort into it because she knew she would beat Spice. I was kind of disappointed, and I've been a Lucy fan from the very beginning. I looked past her little singing mishap. I've been a fan of hers, but I'm just like confused by this performance. But she does end up winning the lip sync. I'm going to use my LYS bronzer in the shade Motivate. This is a fantastic cream bronzer. Next up, Bruno with his bingo balls. Tongue twister. Bruno's bingo balls. Bruno's bingo balls. Bruno's bingo balls. Next up was Luxe, and she chose Selena. You can kind of tell Selena feels some kind of way about Luxe thinking that she could beat her. Selena chose It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion. And in her confessionals, she's like, I do this all the time. This is another weekend performance for me. I'm going to show you a little bit more of what I can do, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I truly did. And I was like, Selena, you just like wiped the floor. Of course, there's a couple ways you could go about that song. You could make it, you know, silly and campy like Selena did, or you could be super dramatic and really embrace the ballad, and that's what Luxe tried to do, but Selena's presence on the stage was just fantastic, and she was doing the most. And even if she would have taken it in a serious ballad way, I think that she has just that natural ability to be captivating on a stage, so I didn't think Luxe stood a chance, to be honest. For the blush, I'm using Ginsey Apple. I'm gonna go in with a red lip eventually, so I think this color will be a-okay. Then we enter round 4, and Mistress's Ball was chosen, and she chooses to lip sync against Jax, which we know by now that Jax is a wonderful lip syncer, a great dancer, so that really took a lot of confidence on Mistress's behalf. That blush is so pretty. From my perspective, this lip sync was closer than I thought it would be. I know Mistress can put on a show, but I had been really impressed with Jax's prior lip syncs. I thought they were pretty evenly matched throughout. However, Mistress was the only one that did a reveal. Extra points to her for a reveal. Mistress was declared the winner, which shocked the girls backstage. They fully thought Jax had won. I kind of did too, just because I personally like all the gymnastics of it all. I myself was a former cheerleader, so I get it. Mistress won, and she was kind of taken aback that the girls didn't think she would win. And she even said, like, I didn't give it my all in case I had to lip sync again because it's exhausting. I'm like, but if you give it your all in the first place, you don't have to lip sync again. So that doesn't make sense to me. Taking my Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie powder on a Sephora puff and setting under my eyes. So far, this base combo is super nice. And this powder has become one of my favorites. It really just sinks into the skin and doesn't look cakey at all. Round 5 of the lip sync LaLaPaRuza. We have the queens that were left, aka the queens that nobody else wanted to lip sync against because they knew they are so good. Anitra and Sasha. And since they are both just left by default, Bruno chose again, and Anitra's ball was chosen, which means she got to choose the song. And she chose I'm in Love with a Monster by Fifth Harmony. I have watched every season of Drag Race, okay? There have been some amazing lip syncs throughout the years. I even go back and watch like compilations of top 10 best lip syncs ever. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. If this doesn't make one of those top 10 compilations, whoever makes them is fired. This Anitra and Sasha absolutely just, I was on my couch clapping and snapping my fingers. I turned into a whole different person. I was just, you know, mouth agape the entire time, just Anitra's moves and Sasha's beauty. I was just like, if I saw them in real life, I would be handing them every single dollar bill to my name. It was that good. Taking this wet liner in the shade Bewitch, and I'm placing it all over my lid. So after Anitra and Sasha lip sync and I picked my jaw up off the floor, I thought for sure that Rue was going to do a double Shantae. But no. He declares Sasha the winner. Anitra has to perform again. The queens that have lost their lip sync are added back to Bruno's bingo ball bin. We start round 6. And who would you know it, but fate has yet again chosen Malaysia to go first. And Malaysia picks Spice, you know, to no one's surprise. That means that Spice gets to choose the song. Spice chooses the Camila Cabello song thinking that Malaysia wouldn't know the words, when plot twist, she didn't know the words either. They're both up there stumbling around with the words. Bless her heart. That's all I can say when it comes to Spice lip syncing, is just bless her heart. It's cute and it's adorable, but it's not like what we're used to seeing. When I think lip sync assassin, I automatically think a wing, so a wing it will be. That was the worst lip sync in my opinion. Malaysia was declared the winner of that one. I'm taking my Undone Beauty Unscripted liner. And then round 7, we have 3 queens left. Luxe, Jax, and Anitra. I'm going to perform The Right Stuff by Vanessa Williams. And Jax and Anitra are really just giving it to me. I personally kind of lost Luxe in the background between those two. It was a surprise to me when she walked around the corner of the workroom and was the one that was declared the winner. Going for a little bit of a larger wing today, like an assassin, like a knife. So this whole time, Spice is in the background while these 3 are lip syncing. Ultimately, Rue decides that, like I said, that Luxe wins. So we have Anitra, Jax, and Spice left on the stage, which they wouldn't have had they had Anitra and Sasha double Shantae like they should have, in my opinion. But they did this in this weird order, also they could do this twist. Let's be real. I'm actually switching to my Plume liner. Oh my word, this one is crazy. Black. So Bruno chooses Anitra's ball, and Rue says, hold up, now wait a minute. Y'all said you wanted a twist? Anitra gets to choose between Spice and Jax, who gets to stay in the competition for free. Don't have to lip sync, they just can just trot right on back to the workroom, and whoever's left, they have to fight for their life. And Anitra chooses to save Spice, which at first made me a little upset because I didn't think it was fair for Spice to get to continue in the competition when clearly she's not a good lip syncer, and this is the lip sync LaLaPaRuza lip sync for your life episode. It wasn't that fair because Jax is an amazing lip syncer and has consistently been a lip sync assassin. She sent 2 people home already. It made more sense to me why Anitra chose Spice in Untucked when, you know, she was like, it's just, it wouldn't be fair. Like, Spice understands she's not good at lip syncing, and we all here understand she's not good at lip syncing, and it would have just been like too easy almost. It wasn't like she was pitying her, but you know, maybe a little bit. I'm like, y'all just go ahead and give Spice the Miss Congeniality Award because everybody just seems to love her. That lovable, bubbly personality does come through the screen. I do enjoy watching her. The cast wants to take baby Spice under their wing and take her as far as she can go. It just was interesting to me. I said before, you know, maybe Spice and Rue have good rapport. Maybe Spice and the producers have good rapport. Jax has been in the bottom twice. I think Spice has only been in the bottom 1 time. But since when do we go off track record, you know? I'm going to elongate my inner corners as well. Just making a little teeny tiny triangle. The final lip sync comes down to Jax and Anitra. I'm taking my same Huda Beauty powder on a KJH in Spectrum number 9 brush. And I'm going to place this powder right underneath my wings. That way they're sharp, but this powder is also really fair. It's going to like highlight them almost. I'm going to use Stick It through the brows. I don't know if I'm going to add anything else to the eyes just yet. So I'll keep you zoomed in. So Anitra and Jax lip sync. It's good. I do kind of get where Jax's lip syncs become a little predictable. I mean, it's still amazing. It's still talent more than I could even dream of. It's also that Anitra has been pretty reserved throughout the season. You don't really know what she's going to pull out, but we know from her talent show that it's going to be amazing, and it's just like a little more exciting to see. I'll use my KOSAS Brow Pop just for something different so I don't reach for my NYX pen. Well, finally, we get to the end. And Jax is asked to sashay away, which is not surprising based on track record, but it is surprising because she is really good at lip syncing. Had it been a normal episode and say like her and Spice been in the bottom and they would have had to lip sync against each other, there's no way Spice would have won. So hopefully Spice realizes she's got to keep her tail out of the bottom because everybody now knows that she cannot lip sync. which is probably terrifying for her. I'm going to use this new highlight from DANESSA MYRICKS Vision Flush Glow. I'm going to add some to the tops of my cheeks. It has a pinky purpley hue to it, just like what's on my eyes. And go and buff that out. Oh, it's pretty. Wanted to show you that this liner is, I used it in a way that it's not meant to be used all over my lid, but it is cracking. I'm going to add the Fractal eye paint from About Face in the shade Tin Pen Alley on the lid instead. I just wanted a wash of glitter. And really getting in the inner corner as well. Much, much better. Was it Jax's time to go? Yeah, probably. But I just don't think a lip sync LaLaPaRuza was the way anybody thought she would go. Time for mascara. I'm going to use my MakeWaves mascara from Tower 28 because I can build this one for days and days and days. Alright, I have an obscene amount of mascara on because if the wings don't get you, the spiky lashes will. Taking my Half Magic SCULPTITUDE liner, I'm going to use the Ruby Slipper side because I have to do a red lip. Nothing makes me feel more witchy than a red lip. Can't tell me anything. I'm just going to fill in the rest of the lip with that as well. And I'm topping that with the Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter from About Face. Clicky clicky pen. Smells like mango. I'm going to take some of my e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation on a BK Beauty 113 brush. This is how I like to finish some of my more full glam. I have blemishes right here, so I'm just covering those once more, hitting my chin where my veins poke through, around my nose, and my under eyes. Just give them a little more coverage, and then just take the brush I used for blush and tap over. So it's not a harsh line. And that is it. My lip sync assassin look. I love it. I would totally rock this anywhere and everywhere. Watch out, Walmart, here I come. I just imagine my hair slicked back and wavy and more assassin-like. But that's it from me today. I appreciate you watching so very much. Don't forget to check me out over here on my other socials for more and different content. Let me know what kind of look you would have done for an assassin theme. As always, be blessed and be kind. If you like these kinds of videos, feel free to subscribe, like it. It's free. Share the love. And we will speak again soon. Bye. Shing, shing, wing, wing.